This is all about pen names, code names, and nicknames. Now, I realize it's a little bit confusing. I am N.E. Bode, the author of the Anybody's Trilogy, The Slippery Map, The Amazing Compendium of Edward Megorium, but I am also known as Julianna Baggott, and I have written a lot of books for adults, and novels and books of poetry for adults, and then I also have one book for kids under my own name, Julianna Baggott, called The Prince of Fenway Park, which just came out. So, why the pen name? This is a question that kids ask me a lot, and I get it. It's confusing. Right, here's the inside scoop. I'd written all these, books for adults, and they were fine, good, what have you, but I always kind of wondered what it would be like to slip into a different personality, to have a different identity, and then to write from that other self. I'd always kind of loved the idea of pen names, pseudonyms, nom de plumes, as the French say. Mark Twain was taken. Couldn't be Mark Twain. It was done. But N.E. Bode was open. Fine, free, mine for the taking. Now, some of you are saying, wait a minute, it's the Anybody's by N.E. Body, right? And once again, I have to say, very clever children. You're very, very bright. Let's just call that a big coincidence and move on, okay? Just a big, wild coincidence. The Anybody's by N.E. Body. Funny. Very funny. I pronounce it N.E. Bode, but, what do I know? I just made up the pen name. Okay, so I created this pen name. I became N.E. Bode, and as you know, N.E. Bode went to the Alton School for the Remarkably Giftless. He won in his culminating year, he won the award for the very least gifted student in that school, which at a school for the giftless is quite a feat. He is being hunted down by his insanely jealous creative writing professor, who won the Guggen Pulitzer, but still is just on his tail night and day. Just recently, he was in this extremely fancy restaurant, and he ordered the flambe dessert. I don't know if any of you guys know what a flambe dessert is. Anyway, it's a dessert that the waiter comes along and sets it on fire, and it has this little low blue flame, which is really very beautiful and expensive. In any case, the waiter came over, set the dessert on fire, and, huge flame, enormous flame, took N.E. Bode's eyebrows completely off. And unfortunately, there was a highly hairsprayed poodle nearby, and you know how flammable hairspray is. The poodle had to be medevaced out of there. Totally fine now. Everything's fine. But this is just to say that N.E. Bode, my alter ego, and these eyebrows here are just grown back since they are singed. See, it's confusing. I am N.E. Bode. I am also Julianna Baggott, right? So I grew up Julianna Baggott. And then I created this thing called a pen name, and I got to slip into this other identity, and I got to write as N.E. Bode. These stories, the anybody's, the nobodies, the somebody's, the slippery map, and I got to create this other persona. Okay, so what's the creative writing exercise? What can we take from that? The exercise is create a pen name. They are 50% off right now at participating stores everywhere. What I mean by that is, they're free. Okay, pen names are always free. You make them up. You invent them. So everybody can make up their own pen name today. Okay, you can take, Grandmaster Jazzy Z. You can take Gertrude Vanderby. You could take Gertrude Stein, although it's kind of already taken. In any case, your options are wide open here. That's what I'm saying. Okay, I picked N.E. Bode, had a blast with that. Right. So, number one part of the exercise is choose a pen name. Number two part of the exercise, pick a code name. Okay? You never know when you're going to get wrapped up in some sort of international espionage. Now, 007 is taken, but 004, wide open. You could become 004. You could be the Eagle. You could be, really anything here. Again, a code name. Always good to have just in case, you get wrapped up in some kind of espionage. The third thing that you should make up today, a nickname. Now, you can wait for somebody to give you a nickname, but it won't be pleasant, all right? You have to be proactive with the nicknames, people. This is what I'm telling you, all right? If you are not proactive and you don't make up your own nickname and then try and get it off the ground, you're going to end up with a nickname like Stinky Breadhead for the rest of your life. And you're going to find yourself like, do you, Stinky Breadhead, take this beautiful... You don't want it, just trust me. Be proactive on the nickname, all right? So today, you're going to make up a pen name, make up a code name, and make up your own nickname. Make it good, okay? Now, if you are so inspired to write a story under any of those names, but in particular the pen name, that would be an excellent idea. Okay, so that's it. There's your exercise, there's your mini chat, and we are done.